Yes. Oh, there's already people waiting.
Wow. Holy cow. Really?
Yes, really.
I told a couple of people.
Yeah, I could tell. You did tell a couple people. Let's see. There we go. We're up.
Holy cow. Really?
Oh,
Yes, really.
Wow.
I told a couple of people.
Here we go. Welcome to the Gastlecast. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And tonight on our live 9 p.m. show, we have the one and only Jedha Patrol.
What's happening, guys?
We are here to have a good time. I think this is the very first time we've gone live together or done anything together. We chatted about a week ago, and that was a pretty good chat. And we talked about possible collaborations in the future, and this is one of hopefully many.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited because one of the cool things about YouTube is you get to meet new people who you would never ever meet in a million years. And this is one of the benefits of it. It's pretty cool.
I think so too. I agree. So we're going to get this thing started. If you guys have not seen the Gastlecast before, I'm Chris and she's Heather, as we have mentioned already. And we're going to start off by talking about our three favorite pops. We both, Heather and I both picked 3 of our favorite pops, and Jedha Patrol picked out his 3 favorite. So I figured we go on a round table. We can start with our first. You go next, and then Jedha Patrol, and then we just keep going into a circle until we finish those 3.
Can I tell you what I think is best?
Absolutely.
You, Jedha Patrol, me.
Okay. Just to let you guys know in advance, Heather is very she has a very expensive taste. So I'll go ahead and start because I don't. Well, I kind of do, but I don't. So my very favorite pop of my entire collection is the Collector. And the reason why I like the Collector so much, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love the Collector. I think the Collector is so awesome.
He's weird. He
is, but I like him so much because he's a collector like me. Although I'm not creepy and collect random creatures around the galaxy, but I collect pops. So I figured that was the perfect one. So the Collector, this is one of 2 collectors. I have the gold one as well, but this one's my favorite because it has the big white hair. I wanted to do this for Halloween one year. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And we realized that the costume was probably a little too much.
Probably not.
So yeah,
I'm real crafty.
Maybe. So
you're just lazy.
I am lazy. Let's not go around.
It's me. That's me. Well, it's okay to be lazy sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes, but when it comes to Halloween, you can't be lazy.
Yeah. Well, you need like 3 months to prepare.
True.
So you got to make that happen. So yeah, I picked up 3 favorite pop. My favorites change daily, or maybe hourly, depending on what gets delivered. But if we're going like bottom to top, is that what we're doing here, or just randomly?
Yeah, let's go bottom to top. Sure.
Bottom top. All right, so we're gonna go with. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one because this is actually a somewhat new acquisition, and I don't think I never made a video on it. I just got it. I might have showed it on a live stream, but this is the Giants Special Edition Woody from.
Oh, that's awesome!
So this one's super cool, and there is one coming August of this year, September, the Giants version of Jack.
Oh, cool!
Gotta have it. So this one's number 3 for me today because I love Toy Story and I like baseball.
So how did you get your hands on that?
There's this thing called eBay.
Oh, Heather knows all about that.
eBay is my friend. So
that's awesome. Good, Good for you, Heather.
Me.
Yes.
All right. Well, these are not ranked like I can't do a 1, 2, 3. Like they literally all 3 of them hold the same place in my heart.
Okay.
Besides one, I'll show that one last. Okay. That's like my top absolute favorite.
Perfect.
But one of those 2 that are below the number 1.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Is my Headless Herschel.
Ooh.
Was it San Diego Comic-Con 2014?
Something like that, yeah. He was sold at Hot Topic, actually. This particular one was sold at Hot Topic.
Shared.
And I remember seeing this in the store a lot, and I never purchased it when it was in the store because I wasn't collecting Walking Dead at the time. And we ended up having to track this guy down and pay, I think, full price, if I remember correctly. Did we?
No.
Or did we trade for him?
Okay. Do you want to hear the story?
No, we don't want to hear the story because
I want to hear it. What's up?
Well, it makes me sound like a complete idiot, but go ahead.
No. I like stories. So
go ahead.
If it makes her look awesome, I'm in.
Well, it will.
Yeah, because anything that makes him look down makes me look a little bit above him.
True.
That works with my wife too.
You know, so, do well.
What happened was Chris made this awesome, amazing trade. We had some, I think it was 2 or 3 like mid-ish value pops, and I think we ended up trading a little bit higher on like PPG standards just to get this guy. And when Chris showed me the pictures of it, I was like, it looks sort of damaged. And he said, oh no, it's probably just the pictures. It'll be fine. So we get it in, and it literally looks like someone ran over it with a car.
Yeah.
And then a kid playing basketball, like
it looked like it got run over. It looked like it got run over by a car, and then it sat in the sun for like maybe 10 straight days because the box was all
maybe
like
10 straight summers.
Sun damaged. Yeah.
And then it looked. You remember in Pinocchio when they get swallowed by the whale?
Yes.
It looked like it had gone on that adventure too.
And to add insult to injury, the head was not attached when it came in the mail.
No, it was out of the insert, and it was just a disaster. So my friend Christy, who is like,
oh, that's right, I forgot about that part.
Yes, she is like an absolute. We call her like the pop.
She's
angel.
the angel of Funko.
She heard me telling her that story, and I didn't expect anything of it. I was just happy, honestly, to have the Herschel. I just like to give Chris a hard time about the box because it was like the worst box I've ever seen. And he's the biggest box snob I know. And she actually entered one of those waffles on Facebook and won with, I think she put in like $3 or $4. And she won like a pretty. And
it was from Europe too, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was from Europe.
I mean, there might be like a couple scuffs or something, but he's way better than what Chris got me.
Right, yeah, right.
It's a thought that counts, right?
It does. It is, Heather, and she beat me up and down over that. It was excellent. But let me go on to my next one, right? So we'll go back to me, and then we'll go back and circle back around. So my next one is going to be the Winter Soldier, and he has his mask on. He's so awesome. He's my favorite of the Winter Soldiers, and I actually want to take him and get him signed by Sebastian Stan at the Wizard Con in Philly. Is that what it's called? Wizard World in Philly.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I think so too. We're kind of teeter-tottering if we're going to go there or go see our favorite band in concert locally. So we're not entirely sure what we're going to do yet, but I really would like to go and get this guy signed.
Yes.
He is so awesome. One of my favorites in my entire collection.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire somebody to go get it signed for you and go to the concert.
Well, that's where Jake Martin comes in, right, Jake? Because Jake's going. I think he's going to hook me up.
Yeah, you definitely got to do that. That's a twofer.
Yes, it is.
That's a good one. All right. Well, that's cool. I didn't bring any Marvel stuff, but I did. I couldn't have like a top 3 if I was going to pick 3 without Game of Thrones. That kind of had to happen because I'm on I'm hoarding Game of Thrones. You're hoarding Marvel. I'm hoarding Game of Thrones. And this one was a must-have for me. And anyway, we'll throw it out there. It is Egret from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So, wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so if you guys don't know who Egret is, she's the one that says, "You know nothing, Jon Snow," like 50 times.
Yep.
And she's redhead, and she's freaking fantastic.
That's awesome.
And anybody who shoots their lover in the back with an arrow is all right with me. So I'll just say. This one I had to have in the collection, and there's a couple more I want, but I don't know. I really like the character because she was just she could care less what anybody thought. She just did what she wanted to do, and I like that.
So how large is your Game of Thrones collection? I mean, are you have a whole lot of them?
I have probably 50.
Oh, wow. So you do have a lot of them. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So in the entire series, how many is there? Like, is there like 100?
Oh, yeah. There's probably close to 100 because there's all these, just like chases. There's like variants, whatever. But, and of course, I started collecting Game of Thrones in March of this year. I had 0. I didn't have any. I'd never even seen Game of Thrones until March.
Wow, really? No kidding.
So now I've watched all 7 seasons, and I've got like 50 pops of Game of Thrones, and I've got more coming in. It's crazy. I love the show. I'll just put it that way. So,
yeah, I watched a couple of the seasons of it, and I never stuck with it. But Heather and I plan to go back and watch it all the way through.
You should. It's fantastic. And the last season is next fall, and I got plenty of time to watch it again. So,
nice. So we do have a couple of people. So Jake Martin, I was mentioning that maybe you could take my Winter Soldier to get a sign for me. That's why I was calling your name. Confused about what Jake. Johnson Riverdad says that. Johnson Riverdad's here. Hello. And Jake Martin. Chris, what did Heather say to you? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So it's now back to, is it to you?
Me.
Okay, you.
Yeah.
So you're in.
Okay. Well, this is one. I think the Headless Herschel is like the main one that I have some like a good and a bad story. This is just all good now because I acquired this myself.
I know, and this is yet this is yet another one that was in Hot Topic that I had seen multiple times and never bought it. I mean, I remember thinking of you and wanting to buy it, but I didn't because you didn't collect at the time.
Right.
And then and then when you started collecting, that was the very first one you wanted.
Yes. Well, it was the point in your collecting where it was like really early on.
Yes.
And it was like you first bought like 3 or 4 or however many. And then I was sort of like once I started to see like 20 and 30 stacked on top of where that ugly TV stand we had was,
yeah,
I was like, this is getting a little out of hand. No, you don't need that Crystal Heisenberg.
Oh, right. I remember.
Yeah.
Well,
so I was
well, you
like,
haven't even showed yet, but you just.
Oh yeah, I did. I spoiled
spoiler.
it. Crystal Heisenberg.
very cool.
Yes, I absolutely love him. Breaking Bad is shows for me. I definitely have like that top 3 where I can't really favor one over the other, but this is definitely one of the top 3.
I absolutely love that show, and I didn't start loving it until this past Christmas. I was off of work, and I decided to binge it. I binged it, and thank God I binged it because now it's one of my favorites. And now I can go up to other people and say, hey, you ever heard of that show Breaking Bad? It's so good. I can't believe you haven't watched it yet. I can be one of those.
After being like 2 years behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Be that person.
Yeah.
I'm like 7 years behind on Game of Thrones, but I caught up in like 2 months, so I'm good.
That's the beauty of Netflix and HBO Go and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, my number one. Now, my number one has a story behind it. I was at Star Wars Celebration in 2017, and while I was walking around, I found a pop that I really wanted, but the price tag on it was very high. And I was like, I've already spent a lot of money. I don't want to drop that kind of money. But next to the one that I wanted was the same pop, but the box looked like somebody had drop kicked it and then put a booger on the inside of the window. I swear, it looked like a booger, but it must have been glue or something.
I might have done that.
Yeah. So I asked the guy that's selling, I go, hey man, how much do you want for that? And because it had no price tag. And he looked at me with like this blank stare, and he looked back at it, and then he looked at me again, and he goes $25. And I was like, $25? Yes, absolutely. $25, hands down, I'll give it to you. And I bought it, and then I bought a box for it. So I have $45 into this, and I think he's worth about 105 now, which is cool. That neither here nor there. But Unmatched Captain America from Captain America Winter Soldier.
I just got jealous.
Yeah, he is so awesome. I posted a picture of the glow-in-the-dark one the other day. I have the Winter Soldier collection. Heather got all of them for me, one way or the other. I can't remember how. Other than this one. But yeah, she traded and got me the Avengers set as well, other than the Loki, which I hope one day. Instead of getting me a wedding ring, get me a Loki, have the box, have a little ring on the bottom of it, and then I can put it on.
Your wedding band isn't even going to cost half as much as Loki.
They're really going to be one of those candy rings that's going to be this large. Right? What do they call it? The ring sucker, whatever it's called. I don't even know.
Yeah. Hey, well, as soon as I do that, Funko is going to see the idea and start selling them for absolute sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Funko rings.
I'd buy one, honestly.
Yeah.
Buy one. I mean, I already buy keychains. I got the pocket pops, which I love pocket pops. I change out my keychains all the time.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll go into Funko Fun, or what's it called? Funko Fanatic Day Out or whatever. We'll get into that afterwards. But we got a keychain. It's our very first proto keychain, but we'll show you that after this if you haven't seen the newest Gastlecast yet.
I have. I'm all caught up.
You know about it.
Yeah, I saw it. It's very cool. So I grabbed like I said, my favorites change daily. This is one I picked up. I was in. I don't take many vacations. In fact, the last vacation I took was probably 6 years ago, before this past December. I work all the time, and so I surprised my wife with a trip to Orlando.
Wow.
And so we went to Orlando, and then I drug her around from comic shop to comic shop with me for 5 days. We went to SeaWorld like 5 times, but I said, "Look, we're going hunting, right? We gotta make it through it." Anyways, that's where I found my Organization 13 Mickey Chase. Like, she waited 4 hours out in front of box lunch with me, which I will never ever do again.
Oh my god!
I will never do that again. But it was fun. But I ran to a local comic shop that had this pop that I'd never ever seen, didn't even know it existed. And as soon as I saw it, it was like one of those instant buys. Like, I didn't even flinch, and it was V for Vendetta.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome! That is awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah, this one's minty fresh. I think I paid like $35 for it or something. I don't.
In
probably
December?
like. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, he was up there even in December. You got a pretty good deal on that.
Yeah, it did, and it might be worth 80 or 90 now. I really don't even know or care. But this one's super cool because he's got like the swords and everything, and the box art is ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
The box art's ridiculous. So this one's never leaving. I don't care if it was worth $5. It's not going anywhere.
That one's sick. My favorite box art so far has been from the Pennywise It boxes. The back of the boxes are really, really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen them or not, but they're like a straight up artwork.
I've got I have the 2 chases and the chase and common set coming this week sometime, but I have not seen them in person.
Okay. Well,
I've never even seen the movie.
Well, okay. Well, Heather and I, we really enjoy the movie. Heather is a big fan of that movie, and we've collected every Pennywise there is known to man, even with the different colored eyes, haven't we, Heather?
Yes, that was a little bit rough, but we got through it.
Yes, we sure did.
We survived.
It was fantastic, yeah? What is your last pop, Heather?
My last pop?
Let's show off the last pop.
It is probably the most meaningful, not just to me, but between the two of us.
It's very exciting.
So the story behind this, if you watch the Gastlecast, you already know what I'm about to show. We went to Walker Stalker Con in New Jersey.
Yes.
Back in December.
Let me start off by saying it's the greatest day of your entire life.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Besides meeting you.
Yes. That day was horrible. You know that day was horrible. I was blasted.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day for me. Yeah. Anyway.
I can laugh about it.
Anyway.
But anyway, we went to Walker Stalker Con in New Jersey. Now, we're from Baltimore, and New Jersey is about a 4-hour drive for us.
Yes, it is.
They had one earlier in the year in September in Philadelphia, which is about half that ride. It's about 1.5 hours, 2 hours.
Yes. And
we decided to travel all the way to New Jersey because Jeffrey Dean Morgan was going to be there, and Negan is our absolute favorite character. We were counting down the days from the summer when we bought our tickets. Finally, December arrived, drove 4 hours there,
right?
Had a photo op with Negan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
All sorts of stuff going on, and Chris proposed to me.
I did
during the photo op.
I know. I'm a champion among men.
Well done. Well done. You get 10 bonus points that last a lifetime.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. So after that, we got the heck out of there because it was like 3 o'clock. We hadn't had lunch yet, and we were both like sort of hangry, but like still really like excited.
We're amped up.
Yeah,
sure.
From the
excitement.
Yeah. Everything. Go out to dinner, have a really nice dinner, go back to our hotel room, and it was a Sunday night when the season finale premiered.
Right.
And the way we watch Walking Dead,
it wasn't it was the halfway point for Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, it was the half season finale.
And we never sit down and actually watch Talking Dead live
or The Walking Dead because we DVR it and fast forward through the
So we didn't do that this time because we were in a hotel. We could not fast forward.
So we had to catch it live. We had to make sure we were back at the hotel no later than 9 o'clock.
And thank God we did.
Thank God.
It was almost like it was meant to be.
It was.
Wasn't it?
It really was. So if you watch Talking Dead after that, Chris Hardwick got on and he said, "Hey, I have a 1,000 piece pop that I got made of me." So Chris ordered the pop, and then he said, but wait a minute, I have a shirt. And 10 lucky people, was it 10 or 100?
I think it was 100.
100 lucky people will get a signed Chris Hardwick pop in with their t-shirt. So I bought him a t-shirt. He bought me a t-shirt. It was great. We didn't really expect to get anything with it, but we did. We got the signed Chris Hardwick, and we also had the regular one.
Yes, we had both, but I traded my regular Chris Hardwick for James Gunn.
Yes.
Because I wanted him really bad.
This is definitely
number one, because he means a lot. Not only is it because the pop is awesome and it was a random chance that we got it, but it meant a lot to us because of that night that I proposed to you and you said yes, which I did not expect. And then we went home, we watched Talking Dead, one of Chris Hardwick, and made sweet, sweet love. Oh, no, we didn't. We went to bed pretty fast. That Italian dinner really put us out, Heather.
Well, yeah, and then we had peanut butter and jelly.
We ate like a gallon of noodles, and then we were like, oh, peanut butter and jelly too.
Yeah, it was like good
so
night.
What you're saying is, if you're going to propose, we're giving advice here. If you want to propose, buy her a pop.
Yes.
Right. And she'll say yes every time.
That's exactly right. And what she doesn't know, I made it even special because I got the Chris Hardwick and signed it myself just so she would think how great all this was and how lucky she was that we got it. This isn't even real. Did I ever tell you that?
Oh, shit.
Wouldn't that be ridiculous if I really did that?
That's funny because I'm actually one of those people who got canceled.
Oh, you did?
I did. I bought 2. And then I got the email, and I was like, "Oh,
damn!"
Oh, well, at least
I'll get the bloody one whenever it shows up, whatever. But that was kind of so. You guys had a good day. I had a bad day. That's all.
Well, luckily Heather actually got the cancellation, so we'll get the bloody one as well, which is cool because then we'll get the parrot, and you'll have both, right? So that's a good thing. Yeah, so we get both.
I'm looking forward to the bloody version. I guess it's going to be SDCC, maybe. So.
Yes,
I
SDCC.
think that's what he said,
That's what he made mention of that on the show, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the top 3 pops. We showed off our top favorites right now. It can change at any time, right, Heather? Because we get so many exciting things.
Yes.
But what I want to talk about next, we're going to talk about Fanatics Day Out a little bit. Just to talk to you, we'll go back and forth if you want to talk about it, have any questions or anything, because it was very exciting. It was different for us. We enjoyed it. We really enjoyed ourselves. But what we want to talk about is what we had a conversation about last week. So Jedha Patrol, myself, and Heather, we went Google Hangouts together, and we talked about a really fancy idea. And that fancy idea was to put together mystery boxes for one another. So we're going to put together a mystery box that's of $100 value or right around, whatever, $100 value, and send it to each other and then do a live video or an episode of whatever together and show off what we got.
$1 million.
That's right. $1 million. So I have already gotten started. We are making it a Pixar / we changed it to make it also Disney, because I found some really cool Disney stuff, and I wanted to include the cool Disney stuff in there. And I want to tell you up front, if you get the stuff and it's stuff that doesn't really fit in your collection, you want to trade off, we don't care. It's just the fun of opening the box. That's what it all is, right, Heather?
I agree. Yeah, my collection is a mix of everything, so I'm good. I'm yeah. If you saw this wall over here, it makes no sense. So we're good.
Okay, so you can add all the stuff we get into the makes no sense wall.
It might. I just decided to start. Maybe in the past few weeks, decided to start picking up some Disney stuff. I have some, but I've been focused on Game of Thrones for 2 months, and so I've got pretty much all the ones I want from there, except for the Headless Ned and the crazy one. So yeah, kind of Disney's on the next one. I'm going after the original Toy Story stuff now and that kind of stuff. So Disney, I'm in. Okay. Let's do it. Pixar, anything. And of course, I got all the Incredibles.
Yes.
So.
Oh, that's all. He has Jack on the throne.
Yes. You didn't notice that?
I didn't know. I didn't notice that until right now. What am I looking at? What am I doing?
Can you hand me the Chris Hardwick?
Yes, I can. Here you go. That's what he's after right now. What are we after, Heather? I don't even know what we're after right now. Are we after anything specific? The only thing I'm waiting for is that Stone Keeper on FunkoShop.com.
Yes.
What a letdown today. Holy cow.
Yeah, well, so thankfully I am a huge fan of Dorbs. A lot of people don't like them. I love them. So I was okay with it. I was happy about it, but I know it was a big letdown because I thought it was going to be Stonekeeper as well.
Yeah, I wanted Stonekeeper.
Yeah,
I had to message my wife. I was like, "Listen, if this shows up at 10:30, buy it." And then she sent me a picture back, and I said, "Pass. Don't buy." I'm not a Dorbs collect. I don't do the Dorbs, but I know a lot of people do. But yeah, I love Spider-Man. I'm like buying everything Spider-Man, but I can't do that. But Stonekeeper looks amazing.
Did you get the 6-arm Spider-Man from Walgreens?
Yes, I did.
That one's awesome. I absolutely love that pop. Reminds me of the cartoon from the 90s. One of my favorite cartoons of all time. So awesome. Okay, so the last thing we'll talk about, we typically go until about 9:30, but the last thing that we're going to talk about is the Fanatics Day Out. Now, did you have a Fanatics Day Out local to you by any chance, Ryan?
Not a clue. The only Fanatics Day Out was me out hunting for pops by myself.
Good for you. Good for you. So let me just give you a quick rundown of exactly what happened up until Fanatics Day Out. I told Heather I'm buying tickets to go to Fanatics Day Out. They're $65 a piece. And Heather's like, why are you doing that? That sounds so stupid.
Hold on. Can I stop you right there?
Idiot. You're an idiot, Chris. Why would you even do something stupid like that?
I don't beat him up that bad, but a little bit. Can I explain why I didn't?
As fast as you can.
Okay. They literally told us nothing aside from there will be fajitas.
Yes, they did.
And that was, and other collectors.
Reason for me. I'm good with that.
I was too. So, we walk in to this thing, and Heather at that point in time was like excited about it because now we're dressed up as our Negans. We walk in, they have the table there. The table's full of all these goodies. And I'm thinking to myself, there is no way in hell that we're going to get our hands on anything on this table. I just feel like it's completely no way it's going to happen. We start seeing photos of Bone Daddy show up. I felt like we were not going to get Bone Daddies. I just felt like
there were no Bone Daddies on the table.
Well, there are rumors that everybody at these things were going to get Bone Daddies, at least one. Well, that was not the case. But they handed out about 20 of them, or maybe 25.
Something, yeah, I would say 20 to 25.
Yes, 20 to 25.
And
luckily,
there were about 100.
Somehow, Heather got one first, and I got one soon after. And we are keeping them, by the way. We're keeping them as tokens and mementos of our very first Fanatics Day Out. But here's what I'm getting at, by the way. So, Ryan, next year, try, if you can, at all possible, try to find Fanatics Day Out. Try to find it. It is absolutely incredible. And if you have any chance, you're not too far from Maryland. I don't know what the furthest one or the closest one to you would be. But if you're not too far from Maryland, it would, we could try to get you up here and go with us and have fun. It'll be exciting. And the day it was all about Funko, and we are all about Funko. We're obsessed. So it was such an awesome day. And dude, they were handing out protos like they were pieces of candy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I know, me too. It's so crazy. Me too. But it was very, very exciting. So you watched the video, you saw what we got. Is there anything that you saw that we picked up that you really liked?
No, well, I liked all of it. Obviously, the proto prize thing was pretty freaking fantastic. I think that was probably the top. I don't have any prototypes, so I was in on that one. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the prototypes are cool.
Yeah, it's too bad you didn't catch us, about 6 to 9 months ago, because we had an Aaron from Ghostbusters prototype that we were trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm scared to kind of dive down that one because I already have like Pops is a thing. Hot toys are a thing. And then like if I add prototypes to the collection, I'm like, I'm going to live in the street. So
yeah, they're very pricey.
Yes.
Except Erin from Ghostbusters. What did we get for her? Like $30?
Yeah, we got like $25, I think. But when Hot Toys releases,
that's bad.
When Hot Toys releases Ebony Maw and Thanos, because Thanos is out there now, I might have to buy it because I'm like on the edge of like buying that one and Ebony Maw if they create it. Those are the two I have to have. So I think that's going to be my very first buy in to Hot Toys ever.
You should do it. Absolutely do it. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Yeah, you showed your collection last week, and I had a little pee in my pants.
Yeah, well, it happens every time I walk in this room. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because back in was it January or February, I bought 9 stormtroopers like these guys up here. I bought 9 from one guy in like Malaysia or something. I don't know where. I think it was something like that. That was crazy. But
so did you buy 9 at like asking price, or did he give you a deal?
No, he gave me a deal on 9 of them, and I mean, I could sell them and make some money if I wanted to, but they're not going anywhere.
Right.
And but yeah, but the once you see them in person, you're done. It's over with. So.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm afraid of, especially that little Groot, because I almost purchased that at one point in time.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you can't beat Groot. He's cute.
I know. He's awesome. He might be like probably the best one I've seen so far. And the reason why I would say that is because I like just the fact that he's life size, which I think is really cool about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's almost, not only is it a hot toy, but it's almost like what do you call that? Like a prop from a movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is life size. And the cool thing about the Groot is he's got 3 different faces. They interchange. So you get different expressions. But he also has, if you remember from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, right? He has the hands that, like the tendrils that come out.
Yes. So
you can change the hands to those tendrils, and they're wired. It's just cool. So,
wow,
that's awesome.
Yeah, worth every penny. He's one of my favorite. I have all the Groot Pops, minus the life size one because I'm an idiot. But I will add it to the collection sometime this year. It's coming home.
Yeah, I happened when I was in Orlando. I was on vacation, and I went to a Target there, and I went to the very back. It was like the Target was kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I went in there and nobody had come in and asked for it. And it was like 10 a.m. And the guy brought out 2 boxes, opened them up, and let me pick what I wanted out of them. Wow. They accidentally cut a couple of them, though. So I was a little upset about that. Dude, like all the Thanoses here in Maryland, and it was like every Thanos was cut.
Yes.
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, I watched them cut a box. They had 2. They had the Porgs and Thanos in there, and they had 2 boxes. They come in boxes of 3. I watched him cut them, and he cut so deep, I thought he was going to cut the pop in one. And then of course, it's destroyed. And I said, let's open this box, but let's open it this way. I said, give me the knife. I said, man. Then I picked up the Porg and I picked up Thanos. I got both. So there are no.
That's awesome.
It's only because I opened the box. He was going to murder the Pops, and I just couldn't let it happen.
You were saving their lives.
I did. I rescued them from a sudden doom of metal.
Ah, good for you.
Yeah, they cut every Thanos, but I was lucky to track a good Thanos down.
Yes.
I found somebody on a local group, and he dropped Thanos off to me.
Yeah,
in a white van.
Ooh,
it was one of the coolest / creepiest situations I've ever been a part of.
Did he ask you if you wanted candy?
No, but he tried to pull Heather into the van, so I had to fight him. We had a small battle that happened in between us, but we worked it out. It all worked out, didn't it, Heather?
If that happened to me, I would have put on the Infinity Gauntlet and just snapped.
You know what's messed up? I put my Infinity Gauntlet on the other day to take a picture, and I realized the thumb is broken. I don't know what I think some maniac came down to my basement and tried it on and broke it.
Bam. Our fat cat's footsteps probably knocked it off the shelf.
So now I'm going to have to buy one and return it broken. How sad is that, Heather?
That's pretty sad.
No, I won't do that. I'm going to try to fix it. I'll do my best.
You won't.
You got to get that now. Hot Toys is making a life-size gauntlet.
I know. It's like $1,100.
I think you have to have it.
I do too. And
I think you have to have it and just live stream it for us 24/7.
It's just, it's just money.
So the other day I went on what is it, Sideshow Toys or whatever, and they had that one, like the life size one.
Right.
And Heather, it goes back and forth by itself. But they had yes, it does. They had the life size one, and then they had like another one next to it. And I was like, why is this one so cheap? It was miniature. It was like this. It was like this big. And I was like, well, no wonder it's like $125. That makes sense.
Yeah, that one's quarter scale.
Yeah.
It's good for, if you want it on a cabinet, it's cool. But I don't see them selling that one very well. So.
Yeah, it's the poor man's Infinity Gauntlet.
Yep.
It's the one that fits on the thumb. Hey, listen, it was nice going live with you. Thanks for coming to the Gastlecast.
Glad to be here.
We'll continue to put together that awesome mystery box. And for those who are watching that have not been to the Gastlecast before, I know you guys follow Jedha Patrol because his channel is so awesome. We are the Gastlecast. We do a lot of really fun things. Be sure to follow us. Check out a couple videos and follow us. Subscribe if you feel like we're cool enough. We are, by the way. But check us out. We're really cool. Go on our Instagram. We are at Gastlecast. We post a lot of really cool things on there and cool pictures of me and Heather. You can look at us all day long, right, Heather?
All day if you want.
You probably want to look at her. You probably don't want to look at me. That's just the way things go.
They probably want to look at you.
That's probably the way things go.
Could I, if they're just tuning in, remind them of the box we are putting together with Jedha Patrol?
Yes, you can go ahead and spout it out.
So Chris and I and Jedha Patrol are sending each other mystery boxes, and it's going to be Disney and not Disney / Disney and Pixar related. And we will be going live or updating you with the full details of that closer to the Incredibles movie.
Yes.
Is when we're actually sending them to each other. Right. But we'll keep you updated on like the real details.
And here's the piece I wanted to tell you, by the way, that I've been thinking about is to wrap each item. Like, in other words, like wrap it in newspaper. So we have to open each piece without knowing what it is. Almost like a surprise.
I like it. It. I'm going to wrap mine in socks.
Good for you.
I like socks. I have cold feet. All the time.
I'm looking forward to I'm actually going this Saturday. I'm heading down to Savannah, Georgia to meet up with another buddy of mine who's a YouTuber as well. And we're going to the Savannah Mega Comic-Con. And I'll be hunting for some stuff for this box set there. I'm not going to show you on the video, but I will be hunting for some stuff there.
Awesome. Very good. We will be hunting as well. Hopefully we do go to Wizard World or whatever the heck it's called.
Wizard World.
Is it Wizard World?
Yes.
Wizard World. Okay. So we'll go there. I'll find something and track things down. I do have 2 items right now. Both items are very, very cool. I hope you don't have them yet. I hope when you open them, your eyes get really big, you get very excited, and maybe your mouth waters. We're really, really
I'm actually already watering now, and I'm going to go get a towel.
He needs to towel off. Listen, everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, Jedha Patrol. We really appreciate you being here with us. You brought a lot of people with you, and that makes us so excited and so happy. You have a really cool following. I'm reading all of their posts here. Right now, they're talking about how awesome you are and how funny I look. It's so great. But we will put our box.
It's usually how funny I look. So I like that.
It's worked out in your favor. But yes, we will go live once again. Live again. And we will we'll do some fun things. That mystery box will come up very soon. How many times do we have to say mystery box before we pass out? Did you want to give out that coupon code?
Yeah, so I'm cool with that. Let's do it. So you guys that watch my channel, you know I do a lot of things with Shumi Toys and Gifts because they're amazing. They just gave away probably $200 worth of pop-related materials this Sunday on our mega stream, which was insane. And they're actually sponsoring something else. So tonight, if you go to shumistore.com, I'll put it in the chat if it'll let me. Sometimes they won't. Yeah, no, it didn't let me. Anyways, shumistore.com. If we put in the code, I got the code. Hold on, let me tell you what it is. It is Patrol Gasol. So one word, Patrol Gasol is 20% off anything they have in stock. And it's good till midnight tonight Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys want anything, they just got a huge truckload of stuff. It pops are in. They got whatever. They got all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to tell you. But if you want 20% off anything they have in stock, it's Patrol Gasol, and it's only good till tonight at midnight. So
yes, Patrol Gasol.
Thanks to you guys for having me on the channel. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Could I say something? You know how celebrities, when they get together, they normally like Brangelina, they make the dual name.
Yes.
We have a Patrol Gasol.
Patrol Gasol.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. It is
like
pretty
celebrities.
Awesome. It's like
are dating, but we're now. I just made it weird.
It's like it's like Hugh Jackson. You know what I mean? Like Hugh.
Right.
So last but not least, I do want to say there is a Funko group on Facebook. Our friend Funko Fanatic has started this group. It's so awesome. It's Funko Fanatics Unite. Check it out. Please, Funko Fanatic, if you can type out the name on there, that would be so fantastic. We would love you for it, so you can let everybody know about your really cool group. Funko Fanatic is an awesome guy. We're going to have him on a live episode as well, and we're going to talk to him. And his mom is awesome, and she tells the very best fart stories of all time.
Yes.
better than Heather's. And Heather's has some pretty stinky ones. Okay. Jedha Patrol, thank you so much for being here. We will link up once again. Live or episode. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it was great talking to you. We said bye maybe 7 times. Catch you all later. We'll catch you next time. Right, Heather?
Right.
And Jedha Patrol, if you want to say bye as well.
Bye, guys. Collect what you like. Have a good night.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.